Welcome to Common Pitfalls. As a newer instructor, your focus is naturally at the beginning on the choreography and understanding the lesson plans in a general sense. However, as you develop your teaching skills and understanding of the equipment and how it works, we want you to take your clients to another level. And this is going to help with their actually getting more progress and seeing more results, and therefore retention, which is of course super important. So when you are working with clients, you want to make sure that you adequately prepare for the lesson. So this means that you want to make sure that you have chosen the lesson plan that you're going to teach them carefully ahead of time, and that you have had time to prepare and look through the list, make sure you know all the exercises and appropriate modifications, variations. If you don't, that you've had time to go through the videos and go over any of them. If it's a lesson plan that you haven't taught before, that you want to make sure that you have gone over and done all the exercises that are not balanced body. So never, never, never teach an exercise that you have not personally experienced on the equipment. Very important, because there's a lot of exercises in our lesson plans that are not necessarily something you learned in your basic training. So go over all those, review for yourself all the exercises and make sure you feel very comfortable with them. I would also recommend that you actually spend some time thinking about that person that you're going to be teaching and what modifications or variations they might need. So you actually go over in your head, okay, on this exercise I'm going to have them do it with their legs bent. This exercise I probably will need to adjust the spring a little more. On this exercise, I'm going to give them this variation because this is an easy one for them. I'm going to make sure I do this transition because they tend to get stuck here a lot. Go through it and think about that person. Now, this shouldn't necessarily take a long time, and the more teaching experience you get, the less time it'll take. But you do want to make sure that you go over it ahead of time and you're not just grabbing a lesson plan at the last minute and throwing it at the client, so to speak. You want to really be mindful. This is going to help you go a long way towards having the focus and the attention to be able to then put your mental capacity while you're teaching on things like the value-adding statements and educational comments, because you won't be necessarily having to struggle with thinking of modifications and variations. You've already gone through it. So just a couple tips. Look ahead of time and really prepare yourself for each individual client before you teach them.